Hey, don't I know you? Hi, there you are. Fancy running into you here, of all places. You don't even live here. You live like really far away. What are you doing here? Hi. Did you come for another name video? I know you did. So let's go that way now, shall we? Okay, come on. Exercise is good for you. You should do it more often. Seriously. Not that you look fat, you look perfect. Why are we gathered here today to talk about names? Because I had another really great idea, and there's a lot of wind. I really hope you can understand what I'm saying. Otherwise, I'm going to be so pissed off. There was too much wind. I have to refilm a whole piece of my talking. Okay, let's just stay calm and continue with the video. Where was I? I was going to be pissed off, which I was. The point of the video. Well, you all know that I really love the name Rose. Wind, I'm serious. I'm going to kick you in the face. Okay. So we all know that I like the name Rose, and I was doing some research because one of my concerns about the name Rose is that it might be a little too common. My idea was to find some names that were based on Rose. What I found, however, was beyond my imagination. I found 73, I counted them, 73 forms of the name Rose. Rosa, or Rose and Rosa with a Z. I'm not going to be able to discuss all 73 because you would get bored and you would never watch one of my videos again. So if you want to see the comprehensive list, then head over to my blog and definitely go check it out because I'm quite proud of my hard work in assembling all the Rose names. Let's try this windy alley again. And yeah, it's fun. Okay, I'm going to give you a really boring backdrop for a moment because there's a lot of wind and I don't want to have to refilm everything again. Let's see. Obviously you have Rose and Rosa. You also have those with the Z's. All the names with the Z, all the Rose names with the Z, I have to admit I like less than the S names. That's just personal taste. Roselyn. I love the name Roselyn. I've used that one in a lot of short stories that I've written, and I think it's a name that is very versatile. You don't need a certain personality or a certain way you look to be able to carry the name Roselyn. I also love that it means little rose in English. Parallel to that is the Spanish form Rosalita, which I wouldn't use because it's so obviously a Spanish name, but it has a very nice ring to it. So thought I'd put that out there. Roseanne, which I think would make a very interesting alternative to Roxanne. I don't like the way Roxanne sounds a little harsh with the X, and Roseanne doesn't have that anymore. So I think if Roxanne is one of your favorite names, I think Roseanne would make a very nice alternative. Is the wind going to start up again? Because then we're going back that way. What do you think? Let's not take the risk. I've already had to refilm a part. This one, I think, is very interesting. I had never heard of this one before. Rose Claire. Before you start saying, ugh, I hate combined names, there are two forms of Rose Claire. The AI version and the E version. I'll put this one in the down bar so you can check it out right now. It means bright rose, obviously. And I actually kind of like the way it looks, even though it's a contraption of Rose and Claire. I like it. What do you think? Is it too much Rose and Claire, or is it usable? Tell me. Rosemary, obviously. It's also very interesting if you like plant and herb names, because rosemary is because of the Rose and Mary. Doesn't look like a herb or plant name. So if you like those, but you don't want to go for a very obvious one, I think rosemary makes a very good alternative. Rosalind. I really like the name Rosalind. I think it's very interesting the way it's not Rosalind, or, you know, it has a D at the end, which maybe gives it a little bit of a masculine quality, but I think it's okay because Rose is an ultra-feminine name, and Rosalind takes some of that ultra-femininity away, which I like. More so, Rosamund, which does that even more. Rosamund. I am actually kind of in love with that name. I think it's super pretty. Rosalba. Rosalba is another name that I discovered today, together with Rose Claire, and Rosalba means white rose. I also quite like this one. It's quirky. You would have to be kind of brave to use this one, but I think it's pretty. This one, Rosario. I found this one as a girl's name, but I also found Rosaria. What do you think? I think it might be a little too masculine for non-Spanish countries, but I'm kind of interested. If you are Spanish or live in a Spanish-speaking country or are near to a Spanish-speaking country, can you tell me if you've ever met a Rosario, a girl, and whether that's common? I'm quite curious. And then the last one that I found is Rosalinda. Rosalinda is not a name that I would use. I think it's one of my least favorite rose names because I don't like the name Linda. But I think if you like the name Linda, Rosalinda is... You could always call your child Rosalinda and then give her the nickname Rose or Linda, and if you would like both names, I think that would be perfect if you don't want to use either Rose or Linda on its own. In the comments, your favorite rose names. Tell me if you would consider using another version of the name Rose if you like the name Rose. If you don't like the name Rose, tell me why. I'll see you later.